as we all are aware, that world is governed particularly by these two things, diversity and changes. The diversity, of course, becoming gradually to a one whole where we call the global village. We are trying to accept diversity and living with all. So the particularly cosmopolitanism hold three major characteristics, as I pointed out, holding the capacity to mediate between different cultures emerging with the diversity, as I emphasized earlier, the recognition of increasing interconnectedness of political communities. We know that the globalization is taking place due to two major things. One, of course, our technological progress is unprecedented one in the history. Every country, the technological progress is new one and unprecedented. On the other hand, the political boundaries are gradually removing and becoming the world as a one place. So due to these two main factors, the globalization is taking place, so that the political connectivity and interconnectedness becoming a very important factor. The approval of political responsibility and of course accountability and responsibility are also highlighted very much. And cosmopolitan era refers to a period mainly characterizing the five things I have identified here. You can say prioritization of learning alternative languages. As I emphasized, the diversity means the different culture groups. They have been accustomed to different languages in the world. So now people are trying to learn different languages, particularly when we are going from Asia to other part of the continent. They are asking how many languages you can speak. I think it's a very common question from the Indians, because you can speak many languages than us. So in the world now, people are learning not only English, many other languages. So how many languages if you can speak? That is very, very important question. So because when you speak different people language, you understand the different culture and different things. So that's why, of course, I cannot speak Italian, but I can speak Japanese very well. I hope that I can deliver this speech even in Japanese language, because I've been 12 years in Japan. So anyway, the prioritization of learning languages. The second, importance of diverse communication methods. Particularly we know now the virtual world and mobile world has came as a result of this globalization. So for example, we use today a mobile phone, which is called smartphone. So whether you are smart or not is very important. How many percentage of smart part of your mobile phone you are aware? Not it is phone, it is called smartphone. So what is the smart part? Have you tried to learn the smart part of your mobile phone? So that is the most important connectivity to the world, the learning smart part of your mobile phone. So similarly, that ICT literacy and virtual world, the downloading has gone in the world now. Uploading is the era. So people upload many things every time. So the world has been changing due to that. A higher degree of cultural exchange. That is one of the important aspects of cosmopolitan era, that cultural exchange. People know different cultures now than earlier, and people like to share their good experiences, what we call best practices, share with the other type of communities. And interconnectedness between different parts of the world is taking place, that today you can see there are many, many symbols of globalization, the Indian restaurants, Chinatowns, not only that, many other aspects of globalization taking place. Promotion of citizen in the global village. So these are what kind of characteristics where we talk about the cosmopolitan era. And let me to leave now three major other areas in my topic. One is the evolving landscape of economics. The other one, the future of finance and management in the world. So that as we all are aware that ever since the mankind started, people felt the importance of economics. Economics has long history. Even Buddhism, even Christianity, even Islamic religion, any religion has economics. But later on, the Adam Smith, who was teaching moral philosophy in Glasgow University, started doing research on how to increase the production. So as a result, he started writing a book, an inquiry into the nature and causes of wealth of nations. That was the first book they believe as the formal economics today. So there, of course, the new philosophy came to the world as economics, emphasizing five major concepts. The one, of course, what Adam Smith taken is the division of labor. The societies must follow division of labor if they are to increase production. Then that leads to the specialization, that leads to the large-scale production, where the cosmopolitan era, we are talking about large-scale consumption. The point came there, and then, of course, the export promotion and, of course, what we call the income growth. So that is what we call the initial economics. Then later it was discussed by the neoclassical economists, starting from Alfred Marshall, where the marginal principle came to the economics. But the neoclassical economics was based on the marginal principle as well as Anglo-Saxon philosophy in Western and North American continents. But gradually, now what is happening in the cosmopolitan era, that is shifting not only the rational behavior, it is shifting to how we address the rational behavior through the combination of economics and psychology. Where we know that in 2017, the Economics Nobel Prize was awarded for Richard Thaler on nudge. We know that the concept of nudge became very famous in the behavioral economics, because if we want to change the world, we have to think about our irrational behavior, how we change our irrational behavior, how the Richard Thaler thought about the behavioral economics, where he thought that in United States of America, while the large expenditure is on the human health, the health expenditure is very large in US. Why? When he tried to find that is a behavioral problem. Where the behavioral problem, people are accustomed to junk food, some other type of behavioral patterns. So as a result, the average weight of people has gone in terms of body mass index to an unmanageable level in the United States of America. What he presented through the nudge, that is the result of how you keep the order of the food in kindergarten. When you keep the food in kindergarten, what priority you give the food, what kind of food you first keep, what kind of food you keep second, what kind of food you keep third. So your pattern of keeping food becomes the people's habit in future. So as a result, that what he advised that you have to change the food pattern in the kindergarten. So that is the concept called nudge. He used as an example to the behavioral economics. So that today's world, we all have to rethink about what are the irrational behavior of the people, how we can address these irrational behavior in the economy. For that, they use the word called nudge. So in today's world, we all have to conceptualize the economics rather than thinking only the particular marginal principle or rational behavior. So that is one area where we talk in the cosmopolitan era. Apart from that, we know now all of us feel the temperature has gone up, and of course the climate change has come. So everybody feels that this principle of the sustainability is essential. So sustainability has come to economics. Today, the many people talk about sustainability than ever because it feels to everyone. Everyone feels that sustainability importance. And as I explained that the development of ICT and mobile phone sector related to the big data and data sciences and using more data-based decision making and rational decision making in today's world. And rise of the sharing economy. We know that the consumers can share their own things. So this is another aspect. And potential growth in the mobility of people. The mobility of people is one of the important characteristics of the cosmopolitan era, where people move from one place to another place. Particularly, in the world, the migration, remittances, and tourism are becoming very, very important industries and very, very important areas of research today. And because everyone trying to migrate, even rural urban or going into other countries. So there is a huge demographic imbalance in the world where advanced countries facing population aging, less number of kids, and their industries are also threatening. On the other hand, the developing countries have high population growth rate, large number of skill development, and the market is in the developed world. So there is a huge opportunity migration. So as a result, the remittances are going up, particularly in year 2022, $647 billion used as the remittances to developing countries from the developed countries, which is 3 times higher than the official development assistance given by the developed countries to developing countries. So the ODA, official development assistance, foreign aid we call simply, that is 1/3 of the remittances today. So maybe very soon, I hope that the remittances will go above the foreign investment also in near future, because people are working elsewhere and they are sending money to their mother country and that. So growth in the global tourism is another aspect of cosmopolitan era. Particularly we know even after the COVID and global economic crisis,